Hi, I believe I'm recording now. Sorry, it took a long time to restart this little series. I had to completely overhaul my website as my provider went bust. It's a heck of a lot of work. Anyway, I'll recap where what we've done before. Basically, the first thing I did was to fit and prepare the pickguard, and especially the place where the control plate has to fit. I hope you can see this. It's difficult to see sometimes. But the control plate has to fit into pickguard. That didn't work right, so I had to take out very carefully a little bit of material there. Also, what you will see is that the 22 fret neck, which is a little longer, will make it very difficult to fit the pickguard underneath. It won't work. So you have to take off the neck first, fit the pickguard, and then refit the neck, which is annoying because I dislike taking off and putting on the neck too much. All right. So that's one. The pickguard was okay. After that, I placed the neck pickup. This was a new body, totally unprepared. So what you have to do is to very carefully place the neck pickup into the cavity. And you can see this is a body which is routed for a humbucker, so a big square hole. And you have to place the neck pickup very close towards the neck end of the cavity, and also smack bang into the middle of it. It's some careful drilling you have to do, but it's quite doable. After that, I placed the bridge, which is a standard bridge, and the bridge pickup inside the three bolts, so we can adjust it. And I took all the pickup wires through the holes, through the channels, to the cavity for the control plate. So that's basically where we were. At this point, we're going to check the need for a shim. You need a shim when the tilt of the neck is either too much off from the body, so it's too high and you can't get the saddles adjusted low enough, or the tilt of the body is too much towards the neck is too much towards the body, and you haven't enough space on the saddles to adjust it. In this case, this neck, made in Indonesia, was too much off the body, and that's the more rare of cases. Normally it's the other way around. In that case, I have to place a shim, and I have to place the shim, and I hope I can show it here. Yeah, there it comes. There's the shim. You have to place it towards the heel of the neck, because you want to have the neck a bit more tilted towards the body in order to get enough space on the saddles. Normally, in most cases, it's the other way around, and you have to place the shim there. Depends on the neck body combination you have. In order to do the shim, you need a few things. You need sheet material. I try to keep it still here, which I buy in hobby shops in this kind of stuff. And the two types, 0.25 and 0.45 millimeters, will cover most of your needs. You need a Phillips screwdriver, a tiny hex screwdriver for the saddle adjustment. Really a very tiny one. You need to fit precisely. And very important, you need to have a ruler Now I hope I can show you this, which is, yeah, there it comes, of which the millimeters start right at the end of the ruler. Normal household rulers will have some space between it, but you need this in order to measure between the fret and the string, and therefore you need to the distances need to start right at the edge of the ruler. That's very important. You need, of course, a scissor to cut your material. What's very handy is your little MIC light in order to exactly see the distances, especially when you work with household lighting circumstances. So what I did was mount the neck, and that's what you will do as well. You place one string, and I took the middle one roughly, which is the D string, and then I adjusted very close to what I would like, and in my case it very squarely then rests on the neck, that string, with very little spare to go on the saddle. So this means that I now have 1.45 millimeter shim there. It means that I need at least another 0.45 millimeter shim in order to get the right adjustment, and to have some leeway up or down on the saddle to fine adjust. So that's about the shim. You base yourself on fret 17, distance between fret and string of roughly 2 millimeters. It depends very much on your own preference, whether it's 2.5 or precisely 2. In general, also what's important is that the thinner strings need less distance, and the E strings, the E6, need slightly more, let's say 2.5, 2.6. Adjust to that, and then from that point onwards you can take your own preference. Also at this point you'll have to adjust the top of the pickups. Best is to start around 3 millimeters from the string when you depress the string at the last fret. Okay, that's about it. I'll finish that show where we are next time and tell you whether it's acceptable then or not. And at that stage we'll go to the electronics and how to connect the various wires to the shielding and to the pots and switches on the control plate. Okay, hope it's helpful, and hope I'll be a bit more on time with my next little piece of electronics. Bye.